Hello everyone, welcome to the discussion of types of correlation. This is a discussion in the Unit 4, Correlation and Regression Analysis. Correlation coefficient help in measuring the relationship of two variables in one single figure. We have already discussed about what actually is the meaning of correlation and how we are measuring the correlation through the correlation coefficient. Let's just have a look. What are the different types of correlation? The first one is the positive correlation. When the value of one variable increases with respect to the other, or both the variable are moving in the same direction, then we are telling both the variable are having a positive covariance and a positive correlation. Let's see the graph in the left hand side. If you see the height and the weight of the people, normally taller people will have more weight because with the increase of the bone size, the weights are increasing. Another example is income and consumption. People are having more income, normally they tend to consume more. Though there might be the situation of exceptions. So this is actually a scatter diagram. On the x-axis, we are representing one variable. On the y-axis, we are representing another variable. So if we are representing the height and then the weight, we can just see how they will be increasing. The next type of correlation is exactly the opposite, which is negative correlation. When the variable of value of one variable increases, the other will decreases, or in a simple word, when both the variable are moving in the opposite directions. For example, demand, quantity demanded and price. You can see the graph over here. The moment the price of any particular commodity increases, normally the quantity demand is decreasing. So if we see the graph, it will be in the opposite direction, like it will be just this side. That's called a negative correlation. The third type of correlation is zero correlation, or practically where there is no relation at all. When there is no relation, for example, suppose the height and the IQ of a child. So far as of scientific evidence, there is no proof that the taller people are more intelligent. So there is practically no relation or a zero correlation. There are some other types of correlations are there. The first one is called simple correlation. Simple correlation, when only two variables are studied, it is a case of simple correlation. For example, correlation between height and weight, correlation between price and demand, correlation between income and consumption, they all are the example of simple correlation. In our right side diagram, you can see if we compare whether the weight loss, how it is influenced by the diet, or how diet and weight loss they are correlated, that can be a simple correlation. On the other hand, if we try to see whether exercise and weight loss are they related to each other, that is also another example of simple correlation. When more than two variables are correlated with each other, they are called multiple correlation. So more than two variables are studied. That means, suppose the same example, we are trying to see how is the weight loss is related to diet and exercise. So there are two independent variables which are having influence on the dependent. If we are talking about dependent variable, so then weight loss we can take as a dependent variable. Though for correlation, we normally don't say which is independent or dependent, because in regression, normally we try to see which is my dependent variable. But in a simple way, we can say diet, exercise, and weight loss, how they are related with each other. That can be an example of multiple correlation. Another example of multiple correlation could be how the sales revenue of a company is influenced by the salespeople motivation, how much they are using different type of technology, what is the level of advertisement, how much is their advertisement expenditure, all these things together, when we are trying to see the relationship, then we can call it's a multiple correlation. There is something called partial correlation. Partial correlation is when there are more than two variables and the relationship of any of the two variables is studied, it is called partial correlation. Let's talk with the same example. Suppose we try to see how is the influence of exercise and diet on the weight loss. So keeping one as constant, suppose diet as constant, how exercise and weight loss are related, that's called partial correlation. So while removing the influence of the third variable, we are trying to see the relationship, then it is called a partial correlation. Same way with the example of the sales revenue of a company. Suppose just we want to see how is the advertising expenditure is influencing the sales revenue. We try to keep all the other variable constant. I mean, we are trying to remove the influences of all the variable like sales people motivation or what are the level of technology the companies are using. These all if we are keeping constant, then it's called a partial correlation. There are some other types of correlations are there. The first one is called non-linear correlation. Non-linear correlation means when the correlation is not fitting in a straight line. For example, suppose the ratio of change in one variable tend to bear the constant ratio of the change in another variable, then it is a linear correlation. I mean the ratio between the changes of y with respect to x, if it is a constant ratio, then it's definitely a straight line. I mean dy dx if we see. But if it is not, then it's called a non-linear correlation. A very good example of non-linear correlation is the performance of the people along with the stress level. So if we just see, if we keep the stress and the performance, and you know, with certain level of stress, people keep tending performing well. But after a certain level, if the stress is too much, then their performance will be flattened, and after a certain time, the people will break down and the performance will go down. So this is a kind of curvilinear correlation. It's not fitting in a straight line. But when the ratio of changes of one variable with the changes of the other variable is in a constant term, then it is called a linear correlation. When scatter plot of the two variables are fitted in a straight line. If you see here, there is a study being done, fruit and vegetable consumed per day and the life expectancy. All of us know like fruits and vegetables, they have a lot of mineral and vitamins and they are very good for our health. So life expectancy is directly having a straight line kind of relation. On the other hand, a negative relation you can see here, cigarette smoking, you know, smoking is injurious to health. So how the life expectancy is dropping down. The more number of cigarettes smoked per day, the life expectancy is going down. Now there is another example. This is a curvilinear or non-linear correlation, employment per period and output per period. So that gives a curvilinear kind of relationship. There is a third type of correlation which is called logical correlation. When the correlation between two variables is not only mathematically defined but also logically sound, or which are making real sense relationship in the real scenario, then it's called a logical correlation. Now please be careful why we are using a word called logical correlation. Mathematically we can find a very good relationship, depends on the data. But many times what happens, it is because of the nature of the data we can find actually a high value of correlation coefficient which depicts that there is a relationship, but in real sense, they make no sense. That's called spurious correlation. And if in real sense they make a relationship or make sense, that's called logical correlation. Like income and consumption, suppose we try to see, probably we'll get a good correlation coefficient value. So that's a logical correlation, because in real life also we know if people are tending to earn more, they spend more. So consumption automatically increases. But, or suppose rainfall and the crop yield, there is a relationship. If you good rain, and then we get a good amount of yield. But sometimes some data shows there is a relation, but in real life that's like a chance or fluke. That's called illogical correlation or spurious correlation. It is like basically in real life there is no relationship. Suppose, for example, the production of car and production of mobile phone. Basically, they might not have a direct, sensible correlation in real life. And though you can always argue like, okay, with the development of the economy, or whether people are earning more there, they tend to buy more number of mobile phone and more number of car. But in direct sense, they both are not related. So that type of correlation is called, or suppose the number of cars on the road and the number of students present in a college may not be directly related. That's a spurious correlation. So that's all about the types of correlation. Let's just have a quick understanding what I have discussed. Correlation can be positive correlation, negative correlation, no correlation. Correlation can be illogical and spurious correlation. Correlation can be curvilinear correlation and linear correlation. Correlation can be partial and total correlation. It can be simple and multiple correlation. In my next video, I will be discussing about the how to measure the correlation coefficient. I mean Pearson correlation coefficient as well as Spearman correlation coefficient. Hope to see you there. Thank you.